Colleen Moran, and I'm part of Compassionate Sioux Falls, which is the City of Sioux Falls initiative to encourage people to act more compassionately toward each other. We also like to take the opportunity to recognize businesses and organizations and individuals who act compassionate in our community. And so I have with me today Brad Mayer, who is from the Home Builders Association. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
And
Thanks
tell
for
us,
having me.
tell us a little bit about the Home Builders Association.
The Home Builders Association, the Sioux Empire, is a professional organization made up of close to 800 different companies and organizations in and around Sioux Falls that are involved in the building industry somehow. About a third of our membership is builders, people that are actually doing building of new homes, remodeling, handiwork, things to that effect. About 2/3 of our membership is what we call associate members, who provide some sort of goods or services to the industry. It could be anything from electricians to cleaning services to light fixtures, flooring, or financial.
And we know that the Home Builders Association has come together and has what's called a CARE Foundation. Can you tell us about that?
The CARE Foundation is the charitable arm of our organization. So we do fundraising efforts for that to help to give back to the community and affect the industry in any positive way that we can.
And we appreciate that you give back so much to the community. And I know there's a program that probably of all of your programs gets the most coverage, and that's the Repair Affair. Tell us about that.
Well, I was very proud to be the chair of the Repair Affair Committee this year. The Repair Affair is an event that happens once a year, typically in June, where we take applications from homeowners that need accessibility related improvements or repairs done on their home. This could be elderly people, this could be people that have conditions such as MS or confined to wheelchairs and that type of thing. Sometimes just day-to-day process can be very difficult for a lot of these people. So we go in and take applications, and we'll do anything from full wheelchair ramps and decks. We've done automated stair lifts that lift people, up a flight of stairs. But sometimes it's the simple things, a lever-style doorknob instead of something that you have to grab and turn for somebody with severe arthritis. Same thing with a faucet that might have a large, more of a handicap accessible handles. We've widened doorways in order to get wheelchairs through. Grab bars. The project I personally was involved with this year was a gentleman. He was a wheelchair bound. It was hard to get in and out of the shower, to use the facilities. We did some simple, what I saw as pretty simple improvements in his bathroom with grab bars and accessibility and creating a bigger radius for him to turn, and it made a huge amount of difference. He went and tried everything out when we got done. It was just very, very thankful for the things we did. Just in that 3 hours that we were there with me and a couple other volunteers, it made a world of difference for that gentleman.
We appreciate that, because something that you think is simple and takes 3 hours can really change somebody's life. So thank you for doing that.
Certainly, thank you.
With the Repair Affair, about how many projects do you do in a year?
It all depends on the applications that we get, but the typical number's around 10. As few as 5, maybe as many as 15 on any given year. Now, we've been doing this for about 25 years. I think 1993 was the original thing, and we've done over 200 projects.
And if people want to apply to be part of this program, that they have a need that they'd like you to come and help with, how do they do that?
Well, the easiest route is to go to hbasiouxempire.com, and all the information is available on that, including any of the applications, the qualifications that you need to meet in order to do that. We also do, during the application process, windows that are open, we do a lot of public service announcements on radio, shopping news. We try, any area churches or organizations that could help get the word out. We try. That's one of our biggest challenges, is just getting the word out to the people that might need these services or
Sure.
that would be a perfect applicants. Sometimes we struggle at how can we generate more of these applicants, because usually we have an abundance of volunteers for these days. People like to get out and spend a day doing these projects. It's really a great camaraderie, and we have a fantastic time doing it. And so we want more applications. We want to do more projects, but that's sometimes the challenge, is just getting the word out and getting the applications we want.
Yeah, I think statistics would show about 11% of our population are individuals with disabilities, and so it certainly would be wonderful to get the word out and have more people apply, because you certainly have enough people that will help.
For sure.
You also have a couple other programs through the CARE Foundation, and one of them is called Tools for Schools. Tools for Schools.
Tools for Schools.
Tell us what that's all about.
Well, obviously, the school systems have been going through changes over the years, with funding and reducing certain programs and other things like that. And one of the areas that's been suffering a little bit is like the industrial technology or those types of programs, or SHOP, if you use the old school terms, of funding to those areas. And what we struggle with as an industry is getting people interested, or keeping, getting a new workforce coming in to do these types of jobs. And it starts, the earlier we can start generating interest in those areas, the better off, or these kids, if they have a career path, they decide, hey, this is what I want to do. College isn't suited for everybody, and there's a lot of opportunity in the construction or in and around that area, where if we can generate some interest and some early experience. So that's what the CARE Foundation has been doing, is by donating equipment, tools, and that type of thing that takes some of the strain off of the budgets of these schools. We're able to get the items into the schools, the equipment that they can use to continue with some of those programs. And I believe to date we're at about $47,000 worth of those types of tools and equipment that's been donated.
What I really like about your foundation is that then you take the next step, not just giving high school students tools, but then you also offer scholarship opportunities for people that want to have that kind of career once they get out of high school. What's that about?
Certainly, and that's another very cool thing about what the CARE Foundation does, is we offer scholarships to area students, and this is area. This doesn't need to be just Sioux Falls. If this is kids from Brandon, Harrisburg, the outlying areas, Del Rapids, that are looking to go to one of the area technical schools to a program that's construction related. We have scholarships available for that. We take applications and we issue those every year. And we're honored at our holiday gala to have a lot of those students present to stand up and be recognized and thank them for applying and congratulate them for receiving those scholarships.
Yeah, when I looked and did a little bit of research on what the Home Builders Association does, it really struck me that you start with providing them the tools when they're in school, and then you give them scholarships, and then they get to be able to give back to their community once they're established in the trade and can do the repair affair.
Mm-hmm. We've even gone as far as starting up a construction club with the Harrisburg schools, where just as an extracurricular, kids can come and learn how to do just some of these things. And very interesting thing there is our participation in that is almost half and half boys and girls, which I think is wonderful. I think there's a stigma about that type of industry and everything, but believe me, anybody can do these jobs if they're interested in it and willing to put in the time and everything.
Sure.
So,
well, thanks so much for all you do and all the home builders do for our community. We appreciate the compassion with which you act.
well, thank you very much.
If someone wants more information about how to apply for scholarships or the repair affair or anything else about the Home Builders Association, how can they contact you?
Well, certainly the best avenue is just through our website. It's hbasiouxempire.com, or search for the Home Builders Association, Sioux Falls. You'll find it that way. But all the information about all the different programs is available via the website. We are also always interested in new members too. If you are a company that feels this would be a good fit for you, it's a great opportunity to do some of these public service type things if that's what you're into. But also it's a great networking opportunity for all sorts of other trades, to get the word out about your company. So there's multiple benefits to being a member.
Thank you so much, Brad.
Thank you.
And Compassionate Sioux Falls would certainly like to thank the Home Builders Association for all they do for our community. If you'd like to learn more about Compassionate Sioux Falls, you can go to our website, which is siouxfalls.org/compassion.